What up? What up? What's going on, everybody? It's your host. It's your boy Ryan from the Six Man. We in the building. I'm back from vacation, two weeks away. Long time, man. But I enjoyed myself out in Florida with my family. My kids had a blast. Wife had a blast. It was all good. I got to meet the boy Nesta Gibbs from the Boxing Voice. Finally got to meet him. That was great. But we back, man. Back to work. Back to the cold. It's cold up here in Canada, man. Definitely not warm like it is in Florida, but nonetheless, it's starting to heat up. We in the pluses, so I can't get mad about it. But we got a special show for you guys tonight. I mean, I got a guy who pretty much is a pioneer, in my opinion, up here in boxing. You guys know of the Ring magazine. Well, he built a magazine up here called Below the Belt. And that was the thing up here showcasing our fighters and our local fighters in Canada. My people from Canada will know about it. But I'm going to bring my man up here. My man Damien in the building. What's going on, brother?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks so much for having me on.
How's everything going, man?
Everything is going great. I'm really excited to kind of get things going again in business. I started my businesses back in 1999, but I took a little bit of a break because of the pandemic, shut things down in 2021, and then just decided to restart things in 2024. And now we're in 2026, and we're kind of moving full steam ahead.
Yeah, man. I see you back with the Boxing Ontario Hall of Fame. That's been a good thing that you've been running. How is that? Did you like pick a panel to pick the guys out? Like how does that process start?
With the Ontario Boxing Hall of Fame, so for a little history on people that don't know about it, it was started in 2000 from some of the members from the Canadian Boxing Hall of Fame, Rob Zuck, Joe Fallis, Rob Bell, Darrell Wambault, and I did advertising for them in my magazine for a couple of years, and then they were disbanding and asked me if I wanted to take it over. And it had a little bit of outstanding debt, and I was very interested. They ran it extremely well. I was like, yeah, absolutely. So I took over in 2002, 2 years after. And since that, just been building it. And, I think initially they had more of an Olympic focus, but I broadened it to kind of include amateurs and professionals.
Okay.
And, when it comes to selecting people, we do a lot of research. Everybody that's been helping me out is doing it on their own time. And, we just go through an extensive back and forth process of trying to decide when and where to place people. And, I've drawn on the expertise of a lot of people that have been in the game even longer than me. And, yeah, so we look at all the names, we look at the backgrounds, we try and do our due diligence in kind of confirming records, confirming accomplishments. And then when we decide on people, we reach out to them and then ask them as well. Is there anything there that we're missing that we got incorrect? And it goes from there. So it's a pretty involved process. And, I think that we've gotten, the names right so far. And of course, there's a lot of people that we don't know about because sometimes some of these legends, they're not known about. They're known in
Right.
their kind of local area or their gyms. So we're always waiting to get information. And it's just kind of constant research, basically.
Yeah, that's got to be tough, and like you said, it's a lot of people taking time out of their days, so it's not easy, man. It's not easy. But for
It's
you,
not easy.
the magazine, man, like when did that come to the forefront? Because I mean, we only knew of Ring magazine. Well, I only knew of Ring magazine before you.
Well, we're back, and the latest issue of Below the Belt Boxing magazine actually came out about 2 weeks ago. I started the magazine in 1999, I had the idea in 1998. I was training at Sully's boxing gym down at Dufferin and King,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and I I used to see these old magazines around. It was called Punch. It was a Canadian magazine before, and I was like, "Oh man, this is amazing." But the copies that I saw were older copies, and so I contacted the owner and I was like, "Hey man, I'll write for you. I'll do whatever you need me to do so you can keep this thing going." And the owner of the magazine, he was really nice. He was like, he goes, "My wife was really patient with me for a lot of years, allowing me to do this. She came with me to the shows, and now it's her turn." I think she was doing a jewelry business, and he goes, "I've been
Okay.
working with her on that, so I don't plan on reviving the magazine." And I was like, "Do you know if there's any other magazines out there?" And he was like, "I'm not aware. I'm not in the game anymore." And so 1998, I thought, "Oh, you know what? I'm going to do a magazine myself." I didn't know anything about magazines at the time. And I remember Vince Bagnato used to visit the gym, and Vince Bagnato sat down with me, and he was like, "Oh, he goes, I do a lot of things in boxing." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I want to start a boxing magazine." And then he reached into his wallet and gave me $100. And it was the
Okay.
first time I had gotten money, like just from somebody that I didn't even know, because I didn't know who Vince Bagnato was at that time. And then anytime I saw him, I just reminded him, "Yeah, I'm going to be starting this magazine." And in 1999, I did. And he invited me out to the Shaw Festival, which I didn't know that he had taken part in creating.
Right. Right.
And
Yep.
yeah, so I was able to take some photos. Pete Doherty was there with me, and that was the night, April 19th, I believe, where Fitz Vanderpool won the World Boxing Federation world title, and Fitz brought me in the ring, and it was just a great night. And that ended up being the cover of the very, very first issue of my magazine.
Okay. Fitz Vanderpool, obviously a local legend here as well. We know him.
Oh yeah,
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 man.
absolutely, absolutely.
That must have been a big shock to you because, like, I can't even picture doing magazine work. Like, that's a lot of groundwork you would have had to do.
It was a lot of groundwork, but it's always been a business of passion. And I think a lot of things, if they're going to be successful, kind of start that way, because you're probably not going to make money right off the bat doing business, and you have to have the fortitude and the perseverance to kind of keep going. So it was a lot of work, but I was already in the gym. I was already passionate about the topic, and a lot of the things I was researching, I wanted to know for myself as well.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. Right. You're already in the sport. So why not, man? Get the front row seat, get the perks of it all.
Well, the funny
um,
thing about that is, as media, um, you know, media usually gets into places for free. But when I started my magazine, I was still paying to go to shows. They were still charging me ticket prices at the doors.
yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's always been a downfall to our sport here in our, at least in our community. I always felt like the media needs to be more accepted. Like you want your story, you want your show out there. Like you want to kind of pamper the media. Like tell them, hey, I got some free seats, I got some sandwiches, some
Exactly.
drinks. You want to get them out.
Exactly.
So I never understood that, but I guess everybody got a reason why they run their business the way they run it. I'm not gonna tell nobody how to do that. But yeah, man, the
Yeah,
media, it's tough being media sometimes. So
absolutely.
so
Absolutely. It's a grind.
So who was the first one that you'd say kind of like helped you get to the next level in your like your magazine? Like was there a fighter or a person that helped you like really push it?
Um, yeah, like as far as helping in the business aspect and keeping me going, um, there's a fighter named Donald Wombo. I used to actually sponsor him when he was fighting as an amateur,
Hmm.
And then throughout the years, he just assisted me in all aspects of business, including just being able to bounce ideas off of him. And he's got incredible boxing knowledge, has trained people, and even till today, we still work on a lot of the businesses together. And I'm doing about a dozen businesses in boxing.
Wow, man. How do you juggle them all? Jeez.
Again, it's a passion, and when it comes to businesses, I try and make everything work together. So I always had to hire designers to design the magazine and to do different projects that I was doing. So I just decided to come up with my own graphic design business.
Nice.
So we do posters, and we don't just do our media, but we have different projects that we do for like different small businesses as well.
Okay, so yeah, that works. I mean, you're already doing it, so you just change into a business. Makes perfect sense. Yeah, we
Yes,
spoke a bit
exactly.
about fighters, man. I can't even imagine, like, because I feel like you were in a time where there wasn't many media in boxing. So, getting interviews, was that a difficult thing back then compared to now?
It was very difficult because, like you said, like a lot of gyms didn't know how to treat media. I think the only person that was really doing media when I was coming up through the '90s was Richard Lewis. And
Okay,
Richard
Richard.
Lewis was,
Yeah.
yeah, Richard was coaching numerous places, and I know that when Richard was in Brampton, he would always reach out to the local newspapers. There was a writer named Frank Uzanis, and I know Richard would always do write ups and then send them to the media. So it made their job a little bit easier. And he would send photos and always let them know what's going on. So you used to see a lot of things happening in Brampton in the local paper, which was the Brampton Guardian. And
Right.
actually, sorry, John Mellick was good about that as well too. John Mellick Senior would always call the media, have the media over to his gym. Those two gentlemen were excellent about that.
Yeah. Yeah, John especially. I know my dad was over there with him for a bit at Champions. Yeah, he'd always have people in there taking pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I just feel like those
yeah,
guys were thinking they were ahead of their times essentially because um like you said, not a lot of people was covering the sport. Now there's more people. Like I'm able to have you. I had Morgan Campbell who writes for the Star. He's another guy who's covered the sport a lot. And Manny
yes.
Montreal, who's from Montreal. Like there's a lot of guys now, but I just can't think of like back when Fitz Vanderpool was coming out. Who is he going to, like, other than you, which is like crazy. But hey, man, that's
We had to rely on the we had to rely on the generosity of the local media. And the thing about it too is the guys that wrote or covered boxing back in the media, like Gallagher, he was a former boxer, so they kind of like pushed for these things to be in. But the biggest reason why boxing didn't make it into a lot of the mainstream media was we nobody in the sport of boxing was buying advertising, and
yeah.
everything comes down to money. So if you're not buying advertising in the local papers, they don't really have an incentive to cover you because there's other sports that are willing to buy the advertisement.
Yeah, that always confused me with the promoters. Why they wouldn't buy the advertisement more. I even think to this day they're not doing that, but that's another
No,
story. That's another story for another day. We talked a bit about the fighters like developing outside the ring, interviews and media, handling media. Why do you think like a lot of fighters are not media trained?
I think it comes down to the boxing in Ontario and in Canada is not fully developed yet. Um, the talent is there as far as fighting goes because there's good coaches, but I think a lot of Canadian clubs and Canadian coaches don't put a lot of emphasis the um, on the extra things that surround the sport of boxing. So knowing how to talk, having what you're going to say ready, whether you win or lose, learning how to sell a fight, learning how to deal with sponsors, make sure that sponsors get value for their investment in the fighter. They think that, you know, the sponsors just want to spend money to put their logo, but you have to understand, where's the reach? Where are they getting their return? So a lot of people aren't thinking those things out, and that's why, you know, fighters usually only get sponsorship from people that have a close connection with them, or, you know, they got a soft spot in their heart and just want to support them. But, you know, you don't see many Canadian fighters or any getting any major brand sponsorship because they haven't been able to show, you know, Coca-Cola or Molson or whomever where they're going to get their value back.
Right. Now that is key. Yeah, you're right. You're hitting the nail right on the head. And we could use some big sponsors with these guys because like that's how they need to get the outreach, man. They need to get known. Like it's sad what's going on here. A lot of our guys and it's never be, you know, get outside the city or outside the province because like you said, they just don't know how to connect with that big media platform. But I hope that
I think it's
changes.
stages. I think it's stages, and I think that you know, the fighters right now, they have the best situation than ever before. Jake Paul already drew out the blueprint for everybody. You know, there isn't the big barrier to entry like there was in the past. Before you'd have to try and get in with like a local media outlet or spend a lot of money. Now you can just use social media and you can promote yourself. Just get on social media on a regular basis, promote your platform, and you could build yourself with no money, just hustle.
Yeah,
And a lot of fighters, they're already, you know, you're already training. You don't even have to make content. You can just film what you're doing, chop it up, and put it out there.
I agree, man. I don't know why more of these guys don't go live other than the gym. Just another day in. You don't have to do it when you're in camp, but if you just going to the gym to stay in shape and hit the bag for a few rounds, just throw the camera on in the corner or something. Let your fans know, hey, this is what's going on. I'm working. This is what it looks like. What you guys aren't seeing the hard work is this is what it looks like. But yeah, man, it's like they just want to fight. They just want to fight. They just want to sign up and fight, but they want the big dollars. But you got to promote. You got to give something for the fans to look forward to every single time they come and pay for you to fight or watch you fight because the pay per view money it's big, man. It's not cheap.
No, it's good and it's out there, but it takes effort. You know, it's just like you putting your podcast together. You know, people see you come on with the mic, but there's a lot of preparation that goes into it. You know, you got to think about what you're going to be talking about. You got to plan out meetings, plan to interview people, do the design work. So there is some work to it, and they got to be willing to start at the bottom in those areas, just like they started training. They weren't good at it. They got to be willing to just put that information out there and just allow themselves to evolve in promoting themselves.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think also the coaches can help out too by bringing other people in, like media. I'm not gonna say necessarily media, but like publicists, people who may be in that type of space of streaming already. But I understand the boxing community, man. It's like a, it's like a club, bro. It's like a country club. Like they just not letting anybody in, but they got to start opening up, man. They got to start opening up. It's a new generation we in here. It's the internet age. It's the streaming era. It's a lot of things are changing. And like you said, Jake Paul already he put out the red carpet. Like all you got to have is a following, and you can get these big fights. Essentially, that's what it is now.
That's right. You just got to build a following, and the funny thing about it is, you know, I think he made like 47 million last year, and he's able to command those kind of dollars and fight the fights he fights because of the following that he has. But anybody can develop that following, and you have fighters here that are 10 times as talented of a fighter than Jake Paul, so they could really do something on the international scene, but they're missing that element. So The way I look at it is the blueprints out there. I'm taking notice of it, and even though I'm media, I'm also going to be reaching out to media more myself, and I'm looking at a lot of these things that aren't happening as just opportunities to set yourself apart, and I think when people aren't doing anything, there's a great opportunity to shine in that area.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. I mean, somebody got to do it at the end of the day. It's not gonna be
Yeah,
them.
and well, and I think sometimes too, people got to see somebody that they know executing in those areas, and then they'll jump on board. So, I'm hoping to do that and be that example. And I'm working with a couple of gyms now to promote amateur shows, and you know, those are the kind of things that we're trying to bring to it. Numerous posters, professional like promotion of the amateur shows, and highlighting the fighters that are going to be on the cards.
Yeah, I see. You got another boxing Ontario Hall of Fame event coming up. Who's going in this year to the Hall of
So
Fame?
we got. Oh, let me see here.
Oh yeah,
So April 26th, we got three inductees: Adrian Teodorescu, and Mandy Bujold and Carol Rowe. We got three inductees. In 2020, our induction got canceled because of the pandemic.
right.
So the class of 2020 didn't get an opportunity to get like the formal dinner for the induction. So there are special guests, and the class of 2020 includes Dwight Frazier, Sylvia Pacoda, Lisa
Okay.
Brown, Brian Mackey, Donovan Ruddick. So they're all invited to come down, and we're hoping to see some of that 2020 class there as well. And the tickets are $60. It includes a meal. There's no fights with this induction. It's just going to be basically an award ceremony, and we give out a scholarship as well. So we're giving out two DO Youth Boxing scholarships to do deserving kids this year.
Nice, nice. Wow, man. So you're gonna have a lot of fighters out there, and bringing up Adrian, man. That guy's a legend. R.I.P. Adrian. Um, Jeez, the fighters he's trained, man, from Lennox Lewis, Chris Johnson, Egerton Marcus. Even Arthur
Yeah,
Beersanoff, who is still fighting today.
yeah,
I think that was his last guy that he brought up from Atlas. Man, the guys is he was at the pinnacle of Canadian boxing. So I know he's not with us today, but it's good to see him going, still being honored in this day because he had a huge impact on our community here.
absolutely. He deserves to be in any Canadian Hall of Fame that's out there, and that's part of the reason why we do the dinners is to make a spectacle of it, to celebrate these people. Maybe one day we'll be able to have parades here, just like they do in Canastota, New York, and reach more people and show them the amount of talent that we have in this province and in this country.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love that you're doing that because I don't feel like boxing gets enough coverage, here in Ontario. But I get it, man. We're a hockey country. Probably got one of the bigger cities, so we're always battling against the big four sports. But yeah, man, it's good to see. It's good to see you doing the good work for the boxing community, man.
Thank you. Sorry, I was just getting a call here.
Oh, my bad, my bad. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that
sorry
would.
about that.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, man. I'm just thanking you for everything you do, man. I appreciate you taking time out to come up and speak with me in the community. You want to let them know where they could find you?
Yeah, absolutely. They can find me on Instagram. Below the Belt Boxing Magazine has its own page. The Ontario Boxing Hall of Fame has its own page on Instagram, or they can look me up, Damien Okposio, Dameon, last name Okposio, and you could go to damienokposio.com and find out about all the events that we're involved in. We're just trying to do our part to build the sport of boxing, have a great team, and we're going to be promoting amateur boxing shows. We got 2 of them coming up, April 12th and May 3rd at Century Gardens in Brampton. $40 to come out for a night of boxing. We've got the Hall of Fame events, and we're going to be promoting a lot of young up and coming athletes in the near future.
Nice, man. Nice. So you guys make sure you watch out for that. And hopefully we can get you back on the show, Damien. I appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely, anytime. Thank you so much. It's a privilege, and I really appreciate it. I wish you all the best. Keep doing what you're doing because you are essential and needed in the boxing game.
Thank you, brother, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate the kind words, especially coming from a pioneer. Like I said at the start, you were one of the first people I seen in boxing media, pretty much outside of Ring Magazine.
Oh, thank you.
All
I feel
right.
fortunate to still be able to, put out a magazine and still have people that read it. So I want to say thank you very much to everybody that supported the magazine or purchased the magazine or bought advertising in the magazine. All of that is the reason why I'm still here. 25 years later, I'm still doing it.
That's great, man. That's what I love to hear. That good work, man. I appreciate you tapping in
Thank
with
you.
us, Damien, man. Peace, peace.
Okay, thank you.
That's my man, Damien, y'all. Y'all go check him out. I'm gonna try to pull up the site here quickly if I can to show you guys what the magazine's all about. Cause like I said, man, I kind of grew up on this. Like obviously, I would see the Ring magazine in my dad's gym. That was what my dad had. But Damien, he came out with his own. And I do remember seeing that too because there was a couple guys from my dad's gym that made it to that magazine, and it's kind of a thing that was going around. But yeah, man. I mean, for him to go out and do that, and me being in the media side of like the internet, bro, I couldn't imagine trying to go out pretty much every night trying to get this content because I know how these people act, man. They, like he said, he had to go pay to get in these shows to cover them. That's just crazy to me. Because I think there's got to be a point to where you just, what I'm saying, you got to allow things, the media to see how it's going, and for them to really see it pop off, man. But yeah, here I got a few covers here. I could show you guys what the magazine look like. All right, here. So we got the one in the middle here with Troy Ross. He actually won the Contender Series. He beat Hollywood Hino. Party, he's also another fighter from my dad's gym. They won a whole legal case where he was allowed to wear his beard to fight. That's why you see boxers wearing beards, bro. That's what that was a part of. My dad was a part of that legal case. They actually went on to make a movie about it. I think Mickey Yorkie, he plays my dad's character, but my dad, he didn't want much to do with the movie, so he just kind of like, yeah. Got Brian Mackey here. We went into the Boxing Ontario Hall of Fame with my dad. Steve Molitor, the IBF champion. My pops coached him for like a year. He ended up losing to Carl Frampton. But shout out to him, man. And we had my man Daniel Kahn here, the Kahn brothers. Those guys I went to high school with. Great guys, man. Used to tell the kids in the schoolyard, yo, don't mess with the Kahn brothers. They'll put you on your back. They didn't want to listen though, man. You know what I'm saying? And there's Fitzroy Vanderpool. Shout out to Fitzroy. A legend here where I'm from. But yeah, that's what I grew up on, man. So it's like, it's good to see Damien still doing his thing. Still got the magazine going because, boxing don't take precedent where I'm from. Like, I'll just say that, bro. It just don't. But I know I missed some people in the building, so we got to go up top and give everybody a shout out, man. What's up? We got my man Supercar Rio tuned in. What's going on, my brother? Salute. I appreciate you. My Mexico dog, man. Dwayne Styles, what up, bro? Big Miles in the building. What up, Miles? Yo, I saw Vega over there trying to act a fool with you. Miles. Yo, you should have stunned out on. Nah, I'm playing, bro. Salute Big Money in the building. What's going on, big dog? Salute to Big Money, man. My man, round one in the building. Yo, round one. Ness was trying to set you up today, bro. I heard him. He was trying to set you up with Big Money. I heard him today. I'm snitching, Ness. Just in case you listening, I'm snitching. We got my man Janssen in the building. What up, bro? Salute. Oh, man, I went off the horn. We got Irony Boxing, my Puerto Rican brethren. We're going to talk a little bit of Puerto Rican boxing today. We know that boy Xander. He on that. Yo, Xander a bad boy, man. He a bad boy, man. Salute to Trini in the building. What's going on, Trini BX? My big dog, Thomas Hill. What up, bro? What up, Thomas? You want the sixes? We got you. What up, Thomas Hill? I appreciate you, brother. Stock Chasers. So, what up, Stock? Celebrating 7 months of that membership. Hey, yo, Stock, you must be good then. Because the last 3 weeks, oh, shoot, I didn't post it. Jay Apataya. I took Jay Apataya with decision, yo. I would have won plus money, but all right, the last.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Yeah, the last 2 weeks, you would have won some money with me, especially that Carlos Adames decision, Corey Marksman, Moneyline, Lester, Moneyline. That was a plus, I think, like 300 or something like that. You'd have been good, man. So salute to Stock, man, for reading up. I appreciate the support, brother. You guys know what it is, man. He said, yeah, son stood calm and collective. Salute Miles. Yeah, bro. Yo, Miles knew what Vega was doing because Vega said he out commission. So, like, he can't even fight yet. So, you know what I'm saying? They put on a little show. Well, salute to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all for smashing that like button if you just came in. We have my man Damien in the building. Make sure you guys go check him out. Below the Belt Boxing Magazine, a great magazine, great article. Yeah, man, we here though. We talking this boxing. Obviously, Carlos Adames. Let's get on that, man. Carlos Adames beats Ammo pretty easily, bro. You know, I'm not gonna shit on Ammo because I don't believe it's his fault, bro. I feel like that was a jump, right? But that was a needed jump. Like Ammo got like 20 something fights. So it's like, why are we still trying to build, right? I think it's okay to be a contender in boxing. I don't think that's a bad thing. Like everybody not gonna be a world champion, bro. Like what are the numbers? Like what 2% of guys are world champions? So like everybody not gonna get to the top of the hill, right? But we can have our guys who we could still love that don't make it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking at it like, man, Ammo, he may never win a title. Maybe he will, because 160 is kind of like limbo, especially with Carlos Adames saying he's moving up. That's one less guy. Yo might be able to get all the belts, but I'm just looking at it like, bro, like I'm not mad at Ammo. He can be a contender. He can make good money. He can feed his family. He can be, you know, he can be a guy who makes good money as long as he, you know, spends it wisely, goes invest. He can be fine for life off boxing. He can actually get some big fights, get out of boxing early, and still enjoy his life. You know what I'm saying? But like, just not everybody gonna make it to the tippy top. That's a fact, bro. So I kind of look at it like, man, Ammo, he was outclassed, bro. Like, you know, we can just all see that. My man, Carlos Adames was just, you know, he was just light years ahead on the IQ part. And Adames has been there. He's, you know what I'm saying? He been the guy for a minute now. So I just got to look at it like, damn, bro. Carlos Adames basically hinting at 68, saying he's going to 68. Cool. Go to 68, bro, and try to get that Hamza Shiraz rematch. That's what he need to do. You know, this guy, I ain't gonna be happy till he get to that fight, because he really got robbed in the first fight, right? Like, he got robbed, bro. This shit was crazy. But Turkey Al-She gonna protect his guy. So if I'm Carlos Adames, you gotta move up in the spot. It's Hamza Shiraz. I don't know if he got a fight right now, if he's gonna be fighting, but try to go challenge that man, bro. Get the rematch at 68. No excuses now for Hamza Shiraz. You're not gonna say weight drain. You're not gonna say anything crazy like that. It's just the fact of the matter that, bro, that 68. Let's go. Let's run the squabble. You guys already say Carlos Adames is a shorter guy, smarter guy, or smaller guy. So might as well run the fade, man. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. Carlos Adames does have bigger fights at 68 than 60. So I don't even understand why he would stay at 60. So I'm glad he's saying that, look, I'm trying to go up. It's about time. I think the 160 division is kind of like it's just a graveyard division, man. And it's been like that for a while. Like, we can't be lying. Like, when is 60 been hot? Like, even when Triple G was there, it wasn't good. B-Hop was there for a minute. I still don't think when B-Hop was there, it was good. Even didn't Trinidad creep up in there for a bit too? I don't even know if it was hot when he was in it. So it's like, when has 60 been like great? Yo, I'm not a historian, but I don't remember like Marvin Hagler fighting any big fights at 60. So it's like, damn, bro. Like, I just don't know what we got at 60 anymore, bro. But salute to Stocks. He said Adames has bigger fights at 168. No, that's a fact, because he got Lester Martinez, who won. He got, my man Christian and Billy, who I think smokes Carlos Adames. Get him out of here. You got guys at 68 for sure, bro. So I think 68 is the move for Carlos Adames. Go to 68. The only fight I want to see Carlos Adames in at 60 is Yo-Yo Hernandez, bro. That's the only fight I want to see. Him and Yo-Yo, bro. And that's what's up, man. Yo-Yo Hernandez needs a big fight. They're trying to make him beat up on Laura. But, he don't want to fight Laura. He already kind of said that, man. Shout out to Toledo Treese in the building. What up, Treese? Oh, man, I was trying to drop the link in here for you guys. Yo, I got the Zoom now going. I put the Zoom link in if you guys want to get the Zoom going. If y'all got Zoom. If y'all don't got Zoom, I will drop the link also for the regular, just the panel, right? Let me grab that panel link right quick, man, before I keep talking here, because that's what I came into this screen to do, and then I ain't even end up doing it. But salute to everybody in the bill. I see a couple of my dogs rolling in, man. My big dog, big DHS, Johnny in the building. What up, champ? Salute, bro. Sorry I didn't hit you up, bro, but like, yo, shit got freaking, I got busy, man. I was like, yo, there's no way I can commit time. I don't like telling people I'm going to do something and then I literally don't do it. So I'm like, nah, I'm not even going to call them because I know I can't make it. You know what I'm saying? But salute to Johnny, man. You guys are doing your thing at Border Wars. It was definitely looking like a fun time up in there, man. Shout out to Florida. Y'all showed up for real, man. Jim was doing his thing. The fighters were doing their thing. Everybody, yo, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all was doing y'all thing out in Florida, man. My man Iron Boxing said, yeah, Adames versus Yoeni. Yeah, bro. All Yoeni got to do is look good this weekend. This coming weekend. Because if he look bad then against Terrell Grishet, who I'm not going to say is an easy matchup, because, yo, Terrell, man, he be making everybody look bad at some point. Yo, he's fighting everybody. You know, a lot of people, including myself, thought that he beat Elijah Garcia in his last fight on the Fedora Cordell Booker undercard. Like, I thought for sure he beat him, man. But like, some people don't feel that way. So, you know, it is what it is, bro. We just got to continue to move on, because I just don't know, man. I don't know what the heck Carlos Adames is going to do at 160. Like, literally, it's a graveyard. Janabek, we don't know when Janabek coming back. We don't know what the situation is with Janabek. He literally has been stripped of both of his belts now. The BO stripped him first, and then literally the other day the IBF stripped him. So it's over, bro. He's done ski. Like, he's not even a champion no more. So I don't know what it is fighting him. Maybe Troy Ozzy. I saw Troy Ozzy was there at the fights. What do we think about Troy Ozzy and Carlos Adames? I mean, I don't know, man. Troy Ozzy seemed to me like he left Top Rank a little too early, bro. Little too early. Yeah, they may not have been invested in him, but maybe they could have got him that fight or some fight at 60. Him and Ammo even, they could have got him at 60. Now I'm like, I don't even know, what that man gonna do, bro. Right? I don't know what he gonna do. Salute Stock Tasters. He said, we want that. And Billy versus Lester for the WBC. Nah, salute, bro. I want that too. Trust me, bro. I want that too. You want to know why? Because I know my man, see a message. Oh shoot. I know my man, and Billy, we not gonna let Lester off the hook this time, bro. We gonna drown him. We are going to have to drown him. But salute to Lester. He looked good. Some people criticize him because he didn't get the stoppage, but I don't know. What do you guys think about the Lester Martinez fight? I thought it was good. I thought he controlled the action. Some people think he gassed. I'm just not on that train, man. I don't think he gassed. I mean, it was a slower pace fight. And what I'll say about that is, like, Aleem ain't no Christian and Billy. So he definitely not he not doing that shit that Billy was doing. Like, and Billy, he just don't stop, bro. And Billy, he's one of them dudes. He got the craziest gas tank in the world. You have to literally knock Billy out, or he just gonna be there, man. And I don't know, man. And Billy, I don't know what he's doing, y'all. I think really he's in the wintertime, he's just running every mountain in Canada. Like, that's what he gotta be doing. Cause I don't understand how dude got crazy stamina like that either. But what I do know is, like, when Billy apply that pressure, and you guys can say it, man. Maybe Lester looked that way because my man and Billy took something from him. Maybe, just maybe. But I don't think that's the case. I think the case is that Aleem brought a different style to the table, so Lester Martinez had to adjust. That's how I looked at it. That's how I saw it. I know some other people didn't feel like that. I heard a lot of people saying Lester Martinez is overrated. He struggled. People even said he had gas tank issues. I didn't see that, really. I thought he landed cleaner punches, man. Shout out to the hangout spot. He said, shout out to my guy Joshua Hellraiser Fraser, who about to cook this weekend. Yes, sir. He about to cook, man. I'm going to have my brother on tomorrow night, actually, yo. I'm going to have him on tomorrow night. We're going to talk about this fight coming up. He's fighting a guy from the UK. Nathan McIntosh, I believe his name is. So we're going to talk to bro tomorrow. El Consejo, what's going on, bro? He said, Ryan, I want Adames versus Canelo. It's a better fight than Canelo versus Billy? Nah, bro. You lying to yourself, because I ain't never heard anybody say they want to watch a Carlos Adames fight back. Bro, every fight in Billy be in is a war, bro. The dude don't be in nothing but wars. Like, he just fights wars. So, like, Canelo, some people think Canelo gonna pack him up, but I don't know, man. Canelo, to me, he been on a decline. Like, he been, like, even before the Crawford fight, I was kind of saying, like, he just not the same with his movement. And I think, like, bro, like, if he's not gonna get out of the way of some of these Billy shots, I mean, I'm not gonna say Canelo gonna get cracked, because I ain't never seen Canelo go down, and I don't believe and Billy gonna be the one to do it. But shoot, Canelo gonna have to work. He gonna have to work, bro. And Canelo, we say it, man. He be fading sometimes in these fights, bro. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button for real when you come in, man. Salute to my brother Johnny in the building, bro. He knows what it is. if you ain't smashing it, bro, you got to get up out of here, bro. We don't want no haters up in here, bro. That's what we do to these haters. Get them out of here. My man Trini BX said Lester did his thing. Nerves played a part. No one was knocking out Aleem that night. Not even in Billy. Nah, that's a fact, bro. And shout out to Lester because he had that place jumping, bro. I ain't never seen it like that. Like that pro box. First of all, that ring is stupid small. So you got to be fighting. And two, yo, Lester brought the Guatemala fans out, man. He brought the whole, I don't even know where they were at. But that shit was rocking, bro. That shit was definitely fire. I rewatched it this morning because I did watch the Adamas and Ammo fight on that night, Saturday night. So like I didn't watch the pro box fights. So I went back and watched it this morning, man. I was like, damn, yo, Lester be rock. Yo, that wherever he was fighting, he obviously be fighting there. Cause they was out and they were showing out for him, man. Salute to him. He got a fan base, and that's good. My man Stock Chases, Big Dominican. Shout out to you, bro. My man Trini BX, he said, that's the big Mexican shadow over Guatemala. Extra critical of that good work by Lester. He got the goods, only gonna get better. I hope so, bro. I like Lester though. I think he's, like you say, he's a growing product, man, for sure. My man El Consejo said, you see Adamas head movement look like prime Canelo. Oh damn, bro. Nah, we ain't seeing all that, bro. Like I don't know who Adamas doing that against, bro. That's why I want to see him fight against Yo-Yo, against even Canelo, and Billy will destroy him. I don't know, man. Who do we think that Carlos Adamas should fight as his entry 68 fight? Because I don't want him to fight those guys. I feel like those guys, that's pretty, if he goes into it, all hail to him. But that's pretty a steep competition moving up your 8 pounds, against the top dudes. I mean, if Carlos think he ready for it, then go ahead, bro. But I ain't rushing him into that. I would like to see him fight like Trevor McCombie, maybe Deverenchenko even. Deverenchenko's a good guy, man. He always gives guys tough fights. He's kind of barometer fight. You know where you're at after a Deverenchenko fight, if you ready or not. Who else could he fight at 68? Maybe Berlanga or Adamas Berlanga. That'd be another good fight. They could bring that back to the Caribbean and sell out the Caribbean. That'd be a good fight, man. They both don't have belts at 68, man. My man, it's me, Rock Lee. What's going on? He said, did you end up going to Lindo Key, bro? If so, how was it? I didn't even end up going, bro, man. It got cold, bro. It got cold all of a sudden. I think for 1 day for sure, I was wearing my winter jacket that I brought from Canada, bro. It was nuts. We was right on the water, so we was getting all that cold. But I think there was like a good 2-day stretch there. It just got cold, bro. I don't know where it came from, where that wind came from. So we didn't end up going. We ended up going to like John's Pass, which is a different spot. That's more like a board deck, though. That's not what you talking about, though. I saw the pictures of the Lindo Key, man. That shit looks crazy. He said empty the clip. Hell yeah, Stock. Yeah, man. You gotta empty the clip on them, bro. Let me add these links into the description, though, so y'all could call into the chat. Sorry, call into the stream if you need be. So I ain't even pinned them, bro. My bad, yo. My bad, gang. I'm out here doing bad things, man. I'm out here slip in. I got the links in the chat, but I gotta pin them to the top so y'all can see them, bro. Yeah, I got the Zoom link also going as well if you want to just call in via audio. That's on the Zoom. But the Zoom link is you gotta sign up for Zoom. But if you want to call in and get up on the panel, that's the link in the description that I pinned to the chat. Who else we got in here, man? I see a couple more people done slid in. So to everybody who's in the building. Make sure you smash the like button. My man Dwayne Styles said, I can't believe Lester Martinez fight. Yeah, I saw that, bro. His first fight was against Mayorga. Cause I was going through his resume and I was like, yo, has Lester, but when he was fighting in Billy, I'm like, has Lester even beat a champ? And then I laughed, bro, because I saw freaking Mayorga as his first fight. I was like, what? A man said Canelo Alvarez is the face of boxing. I guess so, bro. Yo, he is, man. My man Stock Chaser said, wait for Munguia versus Resendiz. Okay. So you want Carlos Adames to get that fight? They only chasing the big fights. Okay. All right. I mean, Resendiz is at PBC, essentially. I think so. And then Munguia, I don't even know where Munguia is. I think he's a top rank fighter, isn't he? He's not with Golden Boy. I know he was doing his fights in top rank. His last couple fights when he fought Bruno Saras and Eric Bazinian, that was both on top rank. So I think Jaime Munguia is a top rank fighter, man. Shout out to Alberto in the building. What's going on, bro? Big West Coast. I mean, Trini BX said, see if Adames could stop Aleem at 168 debut. Both just fought. Damn. Aleem's tough, man. I don't think Adames could stop him, bro. I don't know. Adames couldn't stop Ammo. I don't know if he didn't want to. That might be another thing too. Like maybe he just didn't want to. But yeah, I feel like he should have stopped Ammo, bro. It's me, Rock Lee said, I thought the Adames performance was poor. He kept spamming the right straight hand. Literally no combinations were out together. I thought he could have gotten him out of there. Nah, for real, bro. I agree with you. I totally agree. I feel like I should have got a stoppage, but I wasn't anticipating it because I just don't know who has Carlos Adames stopped on that high level. I'm not saying Ammo's on that high level, but I just didn't see Carlos Adames doing that. I feel like he's more of a boxer, so that's why I went with decision on him. I would have been surprised if he got the stoppage, but nonetheless, he's a great boxer, man. Carlos Adames, I got nothing bad to say about him. He's a great boxer, bro. He said Doctor should be on them Adams. Okay, Adames and Polanco. Okay. The way Guatemalan was in the building for Leicester, for real. Yeah. Nah, DR, y'all got to pull up, bro. For real, man. On Carlos Adames and Polanco. That's dope, though, that the Guatemalan fans, they came out for Leicester, man. That shit was thumping, bro. I was like, damn, like, where the hell are they fighting at? Yeah. You see how we had it when Polanco came to MSG? Yeah, man. Well, that's New York City, bro. That's how y'all supposed to have it, bro. Y'all better come out for the Dominican brothers for sure. Said Adames had a hurt bicep. Oh, for real? Damn. I don't know, man. Say gotta bring the Dominicans to NYC. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. The thing about that though, that was definitely which makes me also like maybe shout out to Louis DeCubis, man. Maybe we're gonna see some more cross promotion with Matchroom, Matchroom, Top Rank, PBC. PBC gotta come over, bro. DAZN done locked up the boxing island essentially. They making boxing great by making a home. So they made a home by adding Top Rank. I don't know what the deal is. I don't really care at this point because we got Keyshawn Davis on DAZN. You know what I'm saying? We got Abdullah Mason on DAZN. Them guys can fight certain people now. Some Matchroom guys and Golden Boy guys. It's just, PPC just gotta make their way over there. I don't know when this distribution deal is done with Amazon, but it's just not it. Like, look at the fight we got this weekend. It's not worth $80. It's not even worth $50. Like that Keith Thurman and Fedora, the card's trash, bro. Let's just be honest here. Let's just keep it all the way 1,000, bro. It's this the whole freaking Amazon PBC experiment. It's trash, bro. It's done, man. They need to pack it up. Call the zone. Louis DeCubas, get on the phone. Call the zone. Say, yo, we see what you're doing. You locking up all the islands. Yo, just let us come play, man. Let us come play on the beach. You know what I'm saying? But hey, they gotta reach out, bro. My man, it's me. Rock Lee said, what do you think of Corey Marksman, man? Very good prospect. Yeah, I think honestly, that fight was a tough fight. Guy he fought was on Pro Box before. I seen him fight on Pro Box, so I knew he was gonna be a tough opponent. Corey Marksman, man, he needs to be upgraded to contender. I think this the gear we gonna see him make a move, make a push. I'm not sure if he signed though. Is he signed? Because I thought I saw him on some MVP cards. I didn't see him on Pro Box, but now I'm that a Matchroom card. So I don't know. Maybe he signed a Matchroom. You know, but mostly the fights I've seen with Corey Marksman have been on the zone. So I'm thinking he's an MVP fighter. Maybe he's a Box Lab fighter even. Maybe it's Box Lab Promotions that I be seeing him on. But yeah, man, he's been looking good. He's been looking better and better. I think the last time I watched Corey Marksman fight was on that whole Lucas Body doubleheader card where he was fighting at the Caribbean. I think Corey Marksman was on that undercard. Yeah, man, the guy's just getting better and better. He's definitely gonna be a guy to look for. Probably next year you're gonna hear more about him, but I'll be shocked if at the end of 2026 here he's not signed to a major deal. If he's already not, I feel like I haven't heard much about him being signed. So we'll see, man. Shout out to Big Money. He said we most certainly will. Oh man. My man Trini BX said Polanco needs an Billy type of opponent. His team needs to demand Tiger, Teo, or Norman next. He needs momentum or he might get overlooked. Nah, I agree, bro. I was just listening to Najee and his talk with Tiger Johnson. You know, he had an interview. I think it was on the weekend, but I watched a little bit of clips of it today. And Tiger Johnson said he'd fight Rohan. And he said he just hasn't received a contract from Rohan's team. I don't even know how that type of stuff works because, you know, I thought I heard Tiger Johnson saying that Rohan don't got a big following. He ain't got enough following. So I'm like, bro, wouldn't you be the A side then? So, you know, but like it's clearly like one of them things where it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna send a contract to Rohan, but if he send me one, I'm gonna fight him. I don't know, man, because like if you send you a contract, you know, why do you think it's gonna be better than the one that your team could probably draw up, you know, for yourself? So I don't understand that whole thing, but you know, Tiger Johnson said he would fight Rohan Polanco. That's what he said on Najee's show. You know, I think people will fight anybody, bro, if the money's right. Like I said, I think a lot of these guys say things and I don't know, bro. We gonna see though. We gonna see. My man Big Money said trash like trash or just trash. Yo, he definitely talking about that PBC pay-per-view card this weekend, bro. Cause that's all it is. It's Basuda, bro. It's disgusting. Like you got Elijah Garcia opening up. I don't even know if the Munguia and Rossetti is not on there. That's on the May card. So I don't even know what else is on there. Yo-Yo and Terrell Gachet. They fighting. Aren't they the co-main now? Fuck, man, I gotta go look this shit up. Like, that's how bad it is. Cause like I know Frank Sanchez and Richard Torres is off, and like that's not even like a major fight to me. But like I guess people was looking forward to that. Because that's off the card now. That's off the card, and you know people mad about that. So I guess that's something y'all was looking forward to. I mean, shout out to Richard Torres getting himself in line because a lot of guys skipped the line. You know, said no to that fight. So shout out to him. Oh, Joanna Tellus, man. Tellus and Mendoza are the co-main. That's crazy. See, like, yeah, man. I don't even know if Joanna gonna win that fight, but hey, we'll see. I guess he got Moses Tama fighting earlier in the day. All right. I guess we got a decent day of boxing, but it's just not worth the price tag, bro. It's really not. It ain't worth it. Real Malachi, Ross Boxing, what's going on, my brother? Salute to you, man. You in the building. He said, I'm taking over 160. All right. You a fighter, bro? If so, we got to get you up here so you can, talk your shit, man. Oh, he just got signed to Matchroom? Oh, okay. That's what's up. So shout out to Eddie Hearn. That fight was this weekend. Was for a contract. Eddie Hearn said, oh, shoot. Eddie Hearn doing it like that? Making dudes fight for contracts? Shout out to Eddie Alvarez in the building. What's going on, champ? Salute. Trini BX said Tiger made it seem like he was running to the Polanco smoke. Nah, for real, he did, bro. He did. Stock Chaser said Marksman should get signed to Matchroom soon. Let him rephrase that. So let me rephrase that. Yeah, he should get. With that Top Rank deal, they all should want to be fighting each other. Other than Top Rank, got to put out their best work. Yeah, man. Honestly, they should. They all got to be fighting each other, but they just not. They just not doing it. But that's okay. Tell us. Yeah, that's co-main. It's me, Rock Lee said there was a fighter by Roberto Rivera on the undercard. Good feet, solid waist movement. From Dade County, Florida. Okay, he impressed me as well. Okay, we'll check him out too, man. I like watching the undercard to see who else we can find, right? New guys, man. Shout out to Eddie Alvarez. He said, who was taller, you or Ness? Yo, Ness had me by a couple inches, bro. Ness was surprised I was tall. He thought I was capping, bro. He thought I was capping, bro. And I was like, nah, bro. But shout out to Ness. He pulled up in the vet. Got the license plate on it. Ness TBV. I was like, all right. I'm inspired, bro. I see what you do. Living off the fruit of his labors, man. He doing his thing, man. Ness is always on the grind. I think he did like a 8-7 hour show today. Like, it's a grind for him. So salute to him, man. Treating himself, man. I always like to see a brother win, man. Not even just a brother, but any of my people around me. I want to see y'all win, bro. Cause my mentality is like, why I want to be around a bunch of losers? Like, who want to be around a bunch of losers? I want to be around winners, bro. Don't put me in no loser circle with some dudes. That shit ain't cool. Trini BX said Joshua Fred's U.S. debut versus Charles Conwell. I'm praying matchmaker. Yo, bro. Honestly, I gotta reach out to the Golden Boy matchmaker because they got Charles Conwell on this big shelf, bro. I don't even understand why. He lost one fight. They have all these other fights going on. Why can't they throw Charles Conwell on? Like, bro, the man got to fight. And salute to my bro, because we ready for that work, bro. So we can definitely take on Charles Conwell. That's a good ass fight. Next topic, bro. This one just pretty much popped up as I was getting on. The IBF, they stood on business, bro. They did something that I know had Mauricio Suleiman's WBC would have been in a Zuffa event first. This man would have never stripped the champion. The IBF be standing on their heels, man. They be standing on business. They don't give a damn. They strip Canelo. They strip Crawford. They strip Usyk. They strip the people who need to be stripped for not fighting their mandatories. Dana White came out and showed his card way too early. He said he didn't give a F about sanctioning bodies. He don't care about them. He not recognizing them. So why in the hell would the sanctioning bodies recognize the Zuffa belt? And they told him that. They told Jay Apatow that, look, we not going to have you as our champion because the IBF is saying now, we don't recognize the Zuffa belt. You see how they pulled the Uno reverse on Dana White, man? He came in hot saying he wasn't going to recognize them. But they came back and said, look, it's not about us, bro. We not recognizing you. That's basically what they said, man. And Dana White obviously mad about it. He had the whole story about how they paid the sanctioning fees, which I don't even know is a true thing, because like if you pay somebody sanctioning fees and they take the belt away, you kind of got a legal case against them. And I know the IBF is smarter than that because they already been through the legal cases. So they're not gonna do that, bro. So I don't believe that story of they came and got their money in a jet and dip, bro. I can't believe it, because by now my man would be suing the IBF, bro. Today there'll be a lawsuit for Jay Apatow being stripped. But that's just not it. That's not what's going down, bro. It's not what's happening. They ain't getting stripped. You know, they ain't getting sued by Dana White for whatever reason. And I think Dana White really gotta either, Jay Apatow, maybe he's getting compensated well enough that he don't need the belt. I would hope so, bro. It'd be a sad thing if he wasn't. But I'm hoping that he's getting compensated enough to where he don't need that IBF belt. Because, you went over there and signed, and now you ain't even got a belt, bro. That's crazy. My man Butcher Season, what's going on? Yoel in the building, man. My God. Yo, he fighting April 10th on Pro Box. He making his pro debut. We talking about this 18-year-old kid, Yoel Cooper, man. Remember the name from Newark. Yo, when you hear Newark nowadays, you associate that with boxing because of the certain dudes that come out of there. He one of them ones, man. He's fighting on Pro Box April 10th, his pro debut. Make sure you guys check him out on Instagram, Butcher Season. I got his interview posted right now in my video section, live interview with him. My man was talking spicy, bro. He want that caramel molten work. Yeah, I like this kid, man. We gonna see something special out of him. He's only 18, man. So just wait up, bro. Stock Chasers, he said, Jay Apatow just a pawn amidst a bigger war. Nah, you right, bro. He don't even know that. And neither does Conor Ben's dumbass, even though he signed for one fight. He a little smarter than Jay Apatow, in my opinion. Because, Jay Apatow should have did the same thing Conor Ben did. Just sign for one fight. Make your little bread and get on out of there, bro. But it sounds like he's locked in, bro. Shout out to my brother William Old School in the building. What's going on, champ? Yeah, it sounded to me like Jay Apatow locked in. So I know he was crying at the presser. And I just think like, bro, like, I'm not gonna say you signed with the devil. I'm not saying that. Because you're making, obviously, I would hope you are making more dollars than you were making with Eddie. If you were not and you lost your belt and you're making less money, then this situation is just all wrong. So at least I would hope you feeding your family more. And like you could look on the better side of that. It's like, look, bro, I'm with Zuffa, I'm gonna be active. 2, I'm getting paid more. 3, I'm on Paramount Plus, which is it's a big platform. We can't deny that. 4, they got a plan for me. A Matchroom, I'm not really that guy that they got a plan for. So I'm just hoping those are the freaking pluses, man. If not, I feel bad for Jay Apatow, man. My man Eddie Alvarez said the Zuffa parent company is owned by powerful men. Nah, bro. I get it, bro. They all owned by some big spenders, that's for sure. Billionaires. Absolutely. But the IBF, you know what I'm saying? They say we're not playing that type of game. Excuse me. Trini BX said, good spot for them. Good young fighters. Pro Box, yeah. Yeah, Pro Box is a great spot, bro. You trying to build? Yeah, Pro Box. You gonna build correctly at Pro Box. He said, Will I Am. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. William Old School in the building, bro. That drops the chances on us getting Benavidez versus Opataya. Yeah, I didn't think we was ever going to get that, bro. When I see him over there at Zuffa, I'm like, man, unless Zuffa offers Benavidez crazy money, that fight not happening. But, like, I don't know. They can, I guess. I don't know if they will. I just feel like them offering crazy money to the big superstars. Is like, doesn't that go against everything that you said was wrong in boxing? You know what I'm saying? You came in saying there was gonna be a pay scale, there was gonna be a league, it's gonna be, structure. Well, you would go outside of your structure by paying all the superstars the big bucks, then you're just doing essentially what the PBC did, right? Paying top dollars for the guys, which is okay. I mean, if you got the bankroll, go ahead. If that's how you're rolling out, getting your product out through the superstars on these one-off fights, and all right, cool. I get all that. Then you're investing in advertisement, bringing in eyes. Cool, man. But I think you still got to build a stable. Like, you still got to build a bunch of young fighters, and maybe they got that. I don't know, man. But I'll say, like, I'm never gonna say no to more boxing, yo. That's for sure. Stock Chaser said Jay still keeps the ring belt and remains lineal champ, though. Yeah, I mean, that's for, like, I think they said something in May. He's got to fight. He's got to fight a top 5 contender. He's never fought a top 5 ring fighter in, like, almost 2 years. So he should be stripped. I think this coming May, I saw. So I, like myself, what I do for my guys, I went out and put my man Ryan Rozicki's hat in the pot, because we number 5 in the ring. And I never understood why they don't even, like, line Japatai up with the top 5 ring guys. Cause, like, man, 2 of them at least ain't got to fight right now. The one guy ain't gonna fight him. Noel not gonna fight Japatai. We know that. WBC champ. He not gonna fight him. So it's like, bro, I don't know what this dude doing. Cause look, he done went over there with 2 belts, and he might not end up with any, bro. If they don't give him a top 5 contender by May, and the ring don't strip him, then we gotta start looking over at the Ring magazine. Like, what do y'all got going on? Like, y'all not abiding by y'all own rules? You know what I'm saying? But let's take a look here, man. At the Ring magazine. Oh, shoot. Why that thing look like that? Hold on, yo. I think I gotta take down this first before I show it. It's like, that's crazy. Yeah, man. But we definitely need to see. You know what I'm saying? We need to see these guys, man. Oh, man. Messed up that whole thing. I was trying to go into that screen and messed it all up. All right, here we go. Why did it do that? That messed it up even more. My bad, gang. I don't know why I just did that for. Literally went into the wrong screen. I got too many screens open, bro. That's what happened. I need like a 3rd monitor, which is nuts. One person shouldn't need that many monitors, but I might need those many. All right, let's try this again. All right, that's not working. 3rd time's a charm. Yo, make sure you smash the like button if you just came in. Show some love to the stream. We had a little interview earlier in the stream. So if you missed that, you can rewind it back. Or you can just listen to it on a playback. Got my man Damien in here. Damien is he used to write a magazine back in my city, man. So I watched that come up. Okay, fuck this, bro. This is not working out how I thought it would. All right, man. I'm gonna try. Fuck. That looks terrible, gang. Anyways, I'll try to tell you guys who's number 1 is Ramirez. Number 2 is Chris Billum Smith. Number 3 is Michael C. Slack. Number 4 is Noel, and number 5 is Ryan Rozicki. These are the Ring magazine rankings for cruiserweight. Those are the guys Japatai could fight. Now, whether he wants to fight him or not, I don't know. But if he loses his belt that way, oh, bro, like, I would hope the money is good. I would just hope and pray the money is good, bro. Shout out to Dario in the building. What's going on, man? My brother Doc in the building. Big member. What up? What up, Doc? My God, bro.
Top five.
Yes, sir. My man Stock Chaser said if he gets stripped off that, he's cooked. Yo, I'm telling you, bro, he might get stripped though. For real, he might. And yeah, bro, I don't know. You gotta look at who's advising him, bro. I mean, Stock Chaser said, man, I say Benavidez go ahead and snatch that lineal off jab right quick after we get past Zerto. Hey, he might be ranked number 1 if he beats Zerto. My man Doc said Jay chose money over legacy. We say that about every other fighter. Let's keep it fair and simple. Team Josh should only have that Zuffa belt, as you stated, as he should be stripped of the ring belt too. Nah, honestly, the ring belt, I think they said it's coming up, bro. I think they said something about like, I think they said May. Don't quote me wrong, but I'm pretty sure they said May. He's got to make that defense of a top 5 fighter. So I just don't see it happening, bro, because it's just one of them things. Like, we ain't got no, like, he just fought. Is he going to do a quick turnaround? Now, the good thing about him just fighting is, I think my man Ryan Rosicki just fought too. So they can probably turn around the same time. But, bro, I don't know. Man. So I'm laying down listening to good boxing news. Ryan from the 6, I appreciate you, bro. Salute my man Doc, man. And make sure you guys go check him out, man. Dr. Boxing Talk. He's got a great channel, man. Got a newsletter too you can subscribe to for free if you want some boxing news on the go. You know, if you're getting bored of listening to the podcast, you just want to read something, yo, my man got it. Yo, got it for you, man. But yeah, I just think Jay Apatow is in a pickle, man. He's in a situation that I wouldn't want to be in because it sounds like he wants legacy. But as you know, like, you just can't have everything we want, man. We just can't have everything we want, bro. I wish them the best, obviously. I think Jay Apatow is doing the right thing by making money for his family, but I just think, like, bro, you up there crying about the belts. It's just looking crazy right now, man. It's looking crazy. So we got Oscar De La Hoya saying he got a big announcement tomorrow. Xander and Boots might be locked in. This is all happening on the Zone. The Zone, they really strategically moving themselves as the leader in boxing. You know, they kind of always use that slogan, the leader in boxing. I think it's coming to fruition now more than ever. You know, especially with Top Rank going over there, re-signing Golden Boy. If that's the announcement tomorrow, which I hope it is, that Oscar De La Hoya said he got a big announcement. Hopefully, it's the re-signing of Golden Boy. Keep the boxing schoolyard together, bro. Keep the popular kids, keep them here, keep them at one spot so I don't have to go buy 600 apps, bro. So I don't have to go on, you know, Amazon Prime or ESPN Plus, which is a different thing up here for us. Just keep me at the Zone, bro. Just keep me at the one spot. And, like, I get it. I get it now. Like, the Zone's obviously not the greatest thing for my friends down south in America because, like, you guys don't have the same package that I have. Even though I don't get the ultimate feature, which is crazy. I don't know how that works. I got to figure that out. Maybe it is there and I just haven't found it. But we got the NFL pass with ours up in here in Canada. So, like, for me, it makes sense for me to have the Zone, like, because I watch football too. And I don't mind it, man, watching that every Sunday. Got the Red Zone on. But, yeah, I get it, man. If you don't get the football, you kind of feel like you're missing something. You only get in the boxing and you may not be feeling like you're getting your price point, you know, what you feel like is worth to you on every month on boxing, then yeah, I get it, man. I get it. It's definitely a rough situation, but at least with Top Rank going over here and Golden Boy re-signing, that's more American boxing in one home, the zone, man. And we need that. We need that for sure. My man Stock Chases, he said, I think Dana White talking crazy isn't helping the cause. You can go all about your takeover and not disrespect every facet of the game. Nah, that's a fact, bro. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. He said, then don't get surprised when shit like this happens. No, it's for real. Dana White showed his cards way too early, man. He came out with that whole takeover and we not recognizing in sanctioned bodies. And it's something like he wasn't going to let Mauricio in the ring for the Canelo and Crawford fight. yo, man. He came out guns blazing, bro. And like, I'm cool with that. But I feel like Dana should have came in. You know what I'm saying? He should have came in on some 007 at least, bro. Put the silencer on, walk in the building first, bro. And then, take out everybody. Don't be outside screaming what you about to do when you coming up to the building. Then you gonna get sniped out, bro. The sniper's gonna be outside, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be there waiting for you. But hey, man, that's what Dana White did, man. Now look at them. They shooting at him, bro. They shooting at him. Oh man, shout out to Dr. Boxstock. He said Jay Apatow should have got the Oscar fit best actor that Michael B. Jordan got. Oh man, this man's faking tears, knowing damn well Zuffa wasn't recognizing the other belts. Yeah, I mean it's crazy. Shout out to my guy Hamza, Boxing Blood. He said, "Yo, what up, big dog?" My man Hamza, man. Make sure you guys check him out, man. Killer Entertainment on Instagram. Yo, if you guys like boxing breakdowns, yo, that's my Boxing Blood, bro. I'm gonna break it down for you. You're gonna break it down all types of different fights, man. We got G-Von in the yo, what's going on, G-Von? Salute, big homie G-Von. He said you can't get Ultimate DAZN, use a VPN. Yeah, man. I don't think we can get it. I'm gonna try to get it though. I'm gonna call DAZN, bro. Or I don't know if I can call them, but I think there's like a chat line or something like that. I'll figure it out. So yeah, I agree, man. DAZN is making it hard to cancel the subscription now. The Top Ranking Golden Boys back. Yeah, absolutely, bro. They're making it hard, and I think like DAZN, they've gotten better over the years. I think we give them a lot of slack, but they just give us boxing, bro. It's like it's so consistent. It's to the point where I'm watching low level promoters because of them. Shout out to Salita, they're on there too. Salita Promotions. So I'm always watching the quote on there. They give you those cards over in the Ukraine, Germany. Wasn't Caballel on there too? I'm pretty sure. You got Queensberry on there. Queensberry pretty much got all the heavyweights. So it's like, man, it just makes sense at this point. My man, the works or the walks, what's going on, bro? Salute in the building. Smash that like button, bro. I appreciate it for you guys tuning in, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Y'all keep me going. Y'all don't even know, man. Y'all keep me rocking and rolling. But if you new to the channel, man, my name is Ryan Fraser, your host, Ryan from the 6, man. I just like to talk boxing, chop it up with y'all. I do have the links in the chat if you want to come up and speak some boxing. Open panel, like we don't have to stick onto these topics. You can bring up whatever, man. I'm here to talk about whatever. I'm not here, just on the topics that I bring up. We got my man Aquaflow in the building. What up, man? Salute. My man said DAZN is boxing every week, multiple times a week. Yeah, exactly, G-Von. Like that's what's making it tough, bro. It's like there's just so much boxing on DAZN, man. Like I'm pretty sure Moses Atama this weekend's on DAZN. So like even though it's a slow week, like Moses Atama and Jermaine Franklin, honestly, that just has a better fight as Thurman and Fedor, bro. And it's for free, I think. I think so. I'm not sure if that's a pay-per-view event. Better not be, man. Most of the time I ain't reached that level yet to me, man. My man Dante, he said 1,000, bro. Yeah, bro. William Old School said Dana been saying from before he started Zuffa that they wouldn't recognize any of the outside belts. So how did Jay not know? Yeah, man. And I wonder if they told him we was gonna work with the belts just for you, but I don't know, man. I think it's a rough spot for Jay Apatow, man. I wonder if he can sue Zuffa for that. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if he can bring it up to them. Like, bro, like, y'all gotta cut me something. Like, I lost my belt, man. I lost my value in a way, right? Maybe not to Zuffa, but to the other promotional companies. Now you not, you're not a champ now. You're just a lineal. My man Stock said the zone been litty. Yeah, bro. My man G-Von said, yup, Itama this weekend free. Yeah, man. I think Willie Hutchinson's fighting on there too against I forget who he's fighting. Big Dre, what's going on, man? He said, old school salute. Itama didn't get no push for his upcoming fight. Yeah, Stock. I think what happened was that fight got rescheduled, right? That fight was supposed to happen in January when like January was popping. So I think that fight was supposed to ride the wave off a lot of the other fights in January. And I think Franklin got injured and they had to move the fight back. And you're right, bro. It got like no legs, bro, whatsoever. Shit was crazy. G-Von said they doing my dog Jay dirty. Yo, they doing him dirty, man. Jay Apatow, I feel bad for him. I feel like at this point, he would have to go to heavyweight. But like Zuffa, who they got at heavyweight for him other than, him and F.A. Choppa might be a good fight, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, they got F.A. over there. But they got to go ahead. Did they sign Andy Ruiz? Like, I know we saw the picture, but I never actually heard Andy Ruiz getting signed there. But like, if I'm Jay Apatow, I just move up to heavyweight, bro. Like, the heavyweight fights is where the big money is. Ultimately, in all of boxing, man. So why not try to get there, in a healthier way, like with Zuffa, because Zuffa don't have like the crazy top heavyweights just yet. But hey, we'll see, man. Shout out to True Power Media in the building. What's going on, man? Just salute Ryan. H-Town, Texas in the building. Big Texas in the building. What's going on? You know what it is.
Top five.
Shout out to Texas, man. He said, we TikTok in that PBC car. Yo, he said they taking it, bro. He said they gonna be out there fire sticking. Yeah, they gonna be fire sticking that whole PBC car, man. He said rumors is they got Ruiz, but nothing official. Yeah, I saw that, G-Von. Just rumors. And I think I even heard him saying that too. Like Ruiz tweeting was it Ryo or somebody like that who was already a part of Zuffa, like basically he on the way. Dana said he was gonna sue. We'll have to wait and see since it just happened today. Yeah, Dana ain't suing, because if he would have sued, bro, he would have tweeted that shit, bro. He would have definitely tweeted that by now. I'm suing, bro, for sure. My man, left hand man, Manuel, what's going on, bro? Salute in the building. What's going on, brother? Welcome to the channel, dog. Yeah, we got the link for y'all, bro. If y'all want to pop up and talk some boxing, it is pinned to the chat. Let me put it back in the description though for y'all as well. So y'all good off that. And make sure y'all hit that like button, bro. Subscribe. Y'all know what it is, man. We in here. I got a couple interviews tomorrow too, man, starting at noon. I got my man Alfredo Balas. Live interview on millions.co. If y'all want to check me up on Millions, man. Tomorrow's a busy day. Fuck. On Millions, I'm going to be going like, I think I got 4 interviews, bro. I got Alfredo. I got my man Bam Bam I'm interviewing, who got one of the fastest knockouts. Man got like a 2-second knockout. Something like that. My man Kent Polani's from Canada. Yo, he's nice Filipino fighter. And my dog Taverio Star Child, man. And then tomorrow night, my brother up on Joshua Frazier, man. We gonna talk about his upcoming fight this weekend. That's my bro. He getting ready to go 15-0. And we moving up, bro. Moving up. Yeah, I also got the Zoom link for y'all. If y'all want to go Zoom and just come in via audio, that is there in the chat too. My bad, gang. Got a couple people just came in, man. Trini BX said Jay Apatow versus Wardley would be wild. Jay versus Ruiz, a good scrap. Damn, Wardley. I don't know about all that, bro. Yo, Wardley got that Deontay Wilder equalizer right now. Like, Wardley out here just stopping everybody. I think he only got one decision or like one fight that went the whole way. All his other wins been by KO, man. It's crazy. My man Left Hand said that PBC card is one of the worst pay-per-views I've ever seen. Bro, you speaking to the choir. And it's crazy, bro, because like they really going ahead with it. Like they not even discounting it or nothing. Like these dudes got no shame. And I hope everybody, and I hate to say this, I hope we all fire stick that shit, bro. Fire stick the hell out of that shit. Like motherfuckers need to learn, like, that is not pay-per-view worthy. Like, what are you trying to do to the typical boxing fan, man? You trying to make us poor? Like, bro, this is $80. Like, at least when Top Rank, who didn't give us pay-per-views for the longest time, when they gave us the pay-per-view with Haney and Lomachenko, I think it was like $53. It was not $80. You know what I'm saying? It was 53 something. And I'm sorry, but Haney and Lomachenko, way better intriguing matchup than freaking Fedor and Keith Thurman, especially Keith Thurman at this age. So I just look at it like, man, the PBC got no shame, bro. They just gonna keep charging until it's freaking over, bro. Just want to say it's time for shark feeding. Salute Saturday, April 25th, Scooter Davis, Hilton, Baltimore Inner Harbor. Man, shout out to Scooter, man. Shout out to Top Rank 1 for allowing that man to continue to roll on, get fights in. I think Top Rank, that's why they've been in business for so long. They just know how to move these young fighters, man, and grow them into stars. Scooter Davis on his way, man. That kid is doing his thing. Good fighter. You know, he's always on the media platforms. He gets it. He understands it. Bro, as long as he stays focused in that gym, man, the sky's the limit for that kid, man. He's going to be a monster. Like, Top Rank, they taking care of him. I've seen him fight off the platform since, like, they lost the ESPN deal. His activity hasn't dropped. He's been fighting. So that just goes to tell me that Top Rank believes in Scooter Davis, bro. They moving him. Salute Manuel in the building. What's going on, bro? Ryan back in the 6. Yeah, back home, bro. Back home. Feeling good, man. You know what it is. But enjoy Florida, man. It was good weather. Good food, good people, you know, good vibes. Bro, I had one. When I went to go see Ness, the waiter asked me where we was from. Like, Ness is obviously, he's from Florida, so he's like, yeah, I'm from here. It's like, you know, they're visiting, like, you know, me, my wife, and my kids. She's like, where y'all visiting from? We're like, yo, we visiting from Canada. Yo, this lady said to me, she said, why would you come here with what's going on right now? I said, what? I said, nah, like, look. Like, the American people ain't did nothing to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all ain't did nothing to me. So why should I act like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to come to America because it's one guy who did something to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's one dude making decisions. It's not the entire population. So I'm not, like, you know what I'm saying? I was, like, surprised that she was thinking that, you know, Canadian people don't go down there just because of Trump. But hey, man, he's doing what he gonna do, right? who am I to tell him how to run his country? But at the end of the day, it's not the American people who are, inflicting harm on me or my family. So I don't know why I would not do something I wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter who would be. Well, I guess it kind of would matter. But if some wild stuff was really going on, then obviously I wouldn't go. But it wasn't bad at all. We didn't run into any trouble. Shout out to Trilosophy. He said, "What's up, Ryan, man? Salute. What's going on, Trilosophy, man?" My man, it's me, Rock Lee said, not gonna lie, Top Rank allowing their prospects to fight in Pro Box is genius. Hell yeah. Because they're gonna get tested, bro. They're gonna get tested because Pro Box, they don't play around, man. They just let the guys fight the fights. I love how they do that. I love what Pro Box is doing, honestly. Pro Box need to get some more respect, man, because the matchmakers they got, man, they know what they doing. And you can tell, like, when somebody's trying to manufacture somebody's career, because, like, Pro Box is showing us, like, yo, look, you not going to get these easy fights you think you're going to get, man. You got to work for it. But, hey, it's going to be worth it, man, because we seen guys get 2-3 Pro Box wins, and then they on pay-per-view cards, or they in a big fight. They fighting for world titles. So, shout out to Pro Box, man. They're doing their job. I love what they're doing with the whole boxing scene. From them starting, I won't lie. I missed the Wednesday night fights. I don't know how you guys feel about that. For me, every other Wednesday looking forward to Pro Box was good, especially as a content creator because you can go live. But I just felt like that small environment that we got from them, the crowd in or was it Plant City? They were good, man. It was a good turnout, I thought, but they obviously outgrew that. They getting site fees now from casinos and venues to come on the weekend, so they're bringing the show on the road. So I'm not mad at them. They're growing, and we gotta embrace that. But I do miss the Wednesday fights. I can't lie, man. The Wednesdays were great. Every other week, twice a month, like that type of activity, man. We need more of that. Said Pro Box fights be savage. Hell yeah, G-Von, man. They fight. Yeah, man. They just know how to get the right styles in the ring so the guys can go to work, man. And Pro Box, it's really like a kill or be killed, right? Like that type of thing, bro. If he dies, he dies, bro. That type of thing, man. But you know what I'm saying? It's all good. Shout out to Trilosophy. He said, what were the plane tickets like from Canada? I didn't fly from Canada. We drive actually 21 hours, bro. Long drive. We drive my sister-in-law, they flew in though. And they said it wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap to fly in, but nonetheless, I think it's always cheaper to fly out of Canada, which is just the mind-boggling thing. To fly in Canada is stupid expensive, which makes no sense to me. But like to go to the Caribbean, it's way cheaper, bro. Yeah, I don't know. They got it backwards, man. It's like they don't want us to see this country. It's weird. But hey, yeah, bro. That's what everybody said. 21 hours. Yeah, bro. Yeah, me and my wife, we split that up. But yeah, bro. It's cool driving through all them states, and them spots, stopping at the little spots that we don't got up here, like the Waffle Houses and the Sonics. We don't got that in Canada, so we stop and get that with the kids. They like it, man. My man Big Dre said too much driving for me. Yeah, bro, it's a lot, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I get down to like my last couple hours of getting in to where we stop, I'm like so anxious, bro. When we get to Tampa, I think Tampa's like an hour away from where we stop. When we get to Tampa, I'm like, man, can we just be there? But like in Tampa, there's stupid traffic, so makes it longer. I don't know why, man. Always by the airport around Tampa, it always stops. It's me, Rock Lee said, Pro Box stable is deep enough to have at least one Wednesday night fight at least once a month. And the Pro Box Center is like 15 minutes from my house. Ah, damn, bro. You must have loved it when it was going on then, bro. That must have been a treat, bro, to just walk down the street and go watch some good boxing. Because, I mean, they had some great cards, man. And like you said, they got a roster. You know, there's a lot of fighters out here who still need fights, so they can be that whole lane, right? Because they on YouTube, they don't got a network. So I don't know how they figured out how to pay the fighters, but obviously, you know, the fighters they're bringing are not like guys who make crazy money. So that's what makes it perfect. It's like a lot of the guys they bringing in are looking for different chances, second chances, sorry, or their prospects building their careers up, or guys who kind of faded, like when they brought back Rosario versus who did he fight again? Was it J Rock? Yeah, no, it wasn't J Rock. It was the other guy, man. Rosario and Hurd. They had them fighting, you know, two former champions who were like great at 154 at one point. They had those guys fighting. And I was like, damn, that's what's up, man. We need more fights like that. Shout out to Trini BX. He said, I used to go to Montreal at least every other month for a couple years when I was younger. Fun city. Nah, Montreal's nice, bro. I like Montreal. Montreal's cool. I got no issues with Montreal. Trust me. They got great boxing up there too, man. A lot of good gyms in Montreal. That's where like and Billy and them all is at. Arthur Beterbiev. All them guys stay in Montreal, man. But yeah, man. Scooter Davis. Shout out to Scooter Davis. He's fighting. I saw Tiger Johnson said he gonna announce a fight here soon. Najee, shout out to Cigar Talk. Najee had the interview with him. He said he gonna announce something soon. Man, we need Top Rank back, to be honest. You know, I want to see what Abdullah Mason do. I think Abdullah Mason is like one of the most exciting young guys. You know, I know he fights a style that, you know, most of us don't like, in a sense of like he gets hit too much. Like, it's okay to be in the fire, bro, but you can't be taking too much punishment in the fire. There's a difference. You know, I think Floyd Mayweather was a master of that, being in the kitchen and not getting hit. Pernell Winniker, another guy. Pernell was crazy with it, bro. When I watched Pernell highlights, because I wasn't quite young or old enough, sorry, to be watching Pernell live. I was kind of like later half Oscar's career where I was watching pay-per-views, you know. But like Pernell, when I look back on him, bro, that motherfucker was elusive, bro. Crazy senses, like Spidey senses. The way he was ducking them punches. You know, and that's another dude who was in the kitchen with it, bro. But I get it. Small dude style wasn't amazing because he wasn't knocking everybody else. So, you know, he often got overlooked or criticized. But I think Abdullah Mason packs a punch. You know, as much as he been dropped, battle tested. You know, he had that tough fight with Sam Noakes where, in my opinion, it came down right to the end. But Abdullah Mason, he's passed the test so far. You know, all the tests in front of him, flying colors. But now he's a champ, bro. There ain't no really how do I say it? You know, he's a champ, bro. He can fight Keyshawn, and I'm not gonna get mad about it. He's a champ. I can't say he's too green for Keyshawn Davis because he's got a belt. He's at that level now where he can't be protected, man. And I don't think Top Rank will protect him, but I think they'll continue to guide him with names that we relate to, names we think can possibly beat him. But I don't see the Keyshawn fight anytime soon. I don't even know why Keyshawn Davis keep pressing up on him. I don't get it. Keyshawn Davis not going to fight at 135, so I don't even understand what he's trying to do there. If you're not going to get your fat ass back down to 35 and fight Mason, then why we doing this act, bro? This fake tough guy act. I mean, it don't make no sense. Keyshawn got work at 40, man. Yo, Andy Hiroka had a good showing. He was Top Rank. Why not go fight Hiroka, man? That's a good ass fight. Keyshawn Davis and Andy Hiroka. Oh yeah. You got Gary got a belt. Okay, you're not gonna fight Shakur. He got a belt. Hitchens still got a belt. Why not go fight Hitchens? You got who else had 40? You got Pollo and Dalton Smith about to fight in the rematch. You got Sabril. I don't know if Sabril moving up. He ain't really say it. But Sabril. So you got Sabril there. You beat Jermaine Ortiz. Man, Tito Mercado. Yo, they would be talking shit, bro. Didn't Tito already say he beat up Keyshawn? He said he fight him too. I don't know, man. We'll see. Shout out to Big Dre. He said Pro Box uses great matchmaking, which allows more 50-50 matches. Yeah. I think we need more of that. I think that's why it's such a good product, man. I just think like even them being on YouTube is great. But it feels like there's something missing with them. Maybe it's production. But that costs money, man. That costs like to have the production that the Zuffa has and some of these other guys have is big dollars, bro. He said Mason should clean up before going to 140. Yeah, I agree, bro. The kid don't gotta rush, man. For what? What he gotta rush for? My man Big Dre said Abdullah should be working on his defense a little more to keep getting hit so many times. Yeah, but that being said, he be banging back and getting with the wind. Yeah, man. Nah, Abdullah, I agree with you, brother. Like, I like Abdullah's heart, but I'm like, bro, you can't be taking the punishment like that. Not when you, especially you get older. Nah, bro. You're gonna feel it, literally. Trini BX said they say that belt mass makes you 30% better. That whole 30 should go towards defense. Good money. Yeah, that'd be awesome, bro. Keyshawn should be on the gym instead of running his mouth. Yeah, man. I don't know. Keyshawn Davis gotta get a fight, bro. Gotta get a fight, bro. I know he wanted Devin Haney. You know, he's on that train. You know, I don't know how realistic he was close to getting that fight. I don't think he was. You know, and people were like, yeah, it's not a good fight with Xander, but I'm like, at least Xander brings 2 belts to the table. Like, what the hell does Keyshawn bring to Devin Haney's table? You know, if Devin Haney beats Xander, who has 2 belts, he's kind of in a better position at 54. He's a 5-division champ, unified champ. It just brings more legacy where if he beats Keyshawn for no belts, it's like, what is that? That doesn't move the needle, bro. Man, it's me, Rock Lee said Sabril might be good at 147, respectfully. Yo, he might be, bro. He's been looking drained at 40. He didn't have to do the rehydration clause here with the IBF like he usually did with the WBC belt, and he still looked drained. Or he looked dry, I should say, in the Dalton Smith fight. I mean, Trilosophy said, are they going to reschedule Torres versus Sanchez? Or are they going to give Torres Jr. another opponent? It sounds like they're rescheduling it. Postpone. I'm not sure when the next date is. As we all know, the big news is Tank Davis is coming back in June. That's not confirmed. I've never heard that confirmed, but I've heard that as a rumor. So I'll say that. That's a rumor so far. Tank Davis back in June. And people are saying Isaac Cruz or Lamont Roach are front runners. Both rematches. You know, Tank Davis got to get a tune-up in, so I'm not really mad. I don't know if I'm going to say Lamont Roach is a tune-up now, because, you know, a lot of us who saw what we saw believe, you know, Lamont Roach won the fight. But unfortunately for him, he was on the bad end of a missed call, which may have cost him. But nonetheless, Tank Davis coming back to boxing would be good. I'm not going to lie to y'all, man. Tank Davis got a rabid fan base. Like, he got a group of people who love to talk about him in a certain light, and I think that's always good, man. We can get Tank Davis popping, but to be real, man, Tank Davis, he gotta fight the guys, bro. He gotta fight the guys, man. That's what I want to see from Tank. But hey, we'll see, man. We'll see what Tank Davis gives us. Shout out to Big Dre. He said Keyshawn does seem to be able to fill an arena. The theory needs to be tested outside of Norfolk. Norfolk. Yeah, man. I agree with you. I think when you get to that stage where you can sell in your home, yeah, you gotta start seeing if you take this show on the road, because you're right, bro. If your guys will follow, or your fans will follow, it shows your stardom, your true stardom. And I think Keyshawn could exercise that by going to New York, because it's not too far from the DMV area. You know, people probably would be willing to come down and watch him fight, and it can pay, dividends to his career. To have New York as a fan base, a hub. Because, I mean, man, let's be honest. New York City, big lights. There's the Garden, there's the Barclays. There's the options, man. So I think Keyshawn, for real, he should do that. Explore that for real. To me, Rock Lee said, okay, Sabril's food at 47. Damn. You don't think Sabril gives some of those guys troubles? Like Rolly Romero or Jack Catterall or even Arnold Barboza now? Yeah, man. He said, thanks for showing my guy Lamont some love. Yeah, man. Yo, I was one of the fools out here, man. I was like, yo, why is Tank fighting this cherry? Why is he cherry picking this guy, bringing this guy up? Shout out to Lamont Roach, because all he did was prove, doubters wrong, bro. And I'm proud of him, bro, because I feel like the last fight he beat Eastside Cruz. So clearly he not on the favorable side of PBC, in my opinion. But I thought he beat, Pitbull Cruz, and I also thought he beat Tank Davis, man. No, I think the guy should be on a tear right now. 2 big wins, but hey, this boxing, man, it's never gonna be fair all the time. Just gotta take it how it is. I think Lamont Roach is a great fighter. Him moving up and down, it's been crazy to watch. But hey, man, he's picking up the right opportunities because he's getting paid well. He's getting the opportunities. So as long as he's making them count, he belongs, man. He showed us that, for real. Nothing anybody else could take away from Lamont Roach, man. He's been doing his thing. Eastside Cruz, I thought he beat him, man. Eastside Cruz was doing something I never seen him before. He was trying to pop a jab. And I feel like that was because Lamont Roach did something to him, bro. But hey, we'll see. We'll see, bro. But yeah, we'll see, man. What else is going on in the boxing world? I know Jai Patai got stripped, which is crazy. Terrence Crawford said he got to be on Mount Rushmore. I think he said something like that. I don't know what you guys think about that. Oh, we got Caroline Dubois and Terry Harper. That's in April. Okay. That's coming up. Alicia Bumgarner, she's headlining the first women's card on ESPN for MVP. So that should be good, man. Shout out to her. Alicia Bumgarner. Yeah, man, I'm just not sure where MVP goes. They got to start making these women tournaments like these Super Sixes. I think they got enough of them to do it now. They got to start getting creative. He said to be able to fill the Barclays Center will be dope, man. Yeah. For Keyshawn, that'd be a strong showing. It's hard to beat the other fighter and the judges, so anything less than a knockout is not enough. Ah, man. Nah, it shouldn't be like that, bro. They gotta judge fights, so that's why I think we need open scoring in boxing. Some of these freaking judges, man. Some of these cards just make you think, like, what are they watching? What are they seeing? Like, there'd be some cards, bro. I'd be watching boxing. I'm like, bro, this card that they just read, that dude filled that in at the end of the fight. Like, there's no way he came up with that score watching those fights. And then it's been like that for a while now. So it's like, man, why are we not having open scoring? I think the WBC Grand Prix did it with the open scoring. And I thought that was good. I thought that was awesome. They did the open scoring where you knew the scores after each round. And then they added the AI judge if it was a draw to move the tournament on. Like instead of having draws, they didn't have draws. Now, if it was a draw, it counted as a draw on your record, so you wouldn't get, you wouldn't get a loss. But they just used the AI judge to move the tournament along. Now, I don't know, man, why we don't have that in hard boxing. We need open score. We need transparent. Like, bro, we the only sport. I keep saying this. We the only sport without a scoreboard, bro. Every other sport got a freaking scoreboard. Every other sport you could look up and know what's going on. You can know what's round, or you can know what quarter you in. You know what time it is. You know which team is winning. Boxing, they give us half the picture. They give us the trunk size, whatever size or ring side they're on, the names, and the time, the round. That's all we get. We don't know who's winning. So we got to be in this whole limbo of guessing, bro, the whole fight. And I'm not a fan of that. Like, let me know who y'all think is winning. Because I know a lot of people say, well, the judges might get jumped or something like that. I'm like, bro, I don't know which fight y'all going to sit ringside. Y'all know how much some of them seats cost to sit ringside at a big fight. Bro, not just anybody sitting there. So, like, it's usually superstars, famous people who don't even know how to judge. You know what I'm saying? But I think as a fighter, if you know how judges are judging a fight, it allows you to adapt in there. Because like you might be thinking, look, we sticking to our game plan. We think we're doing well. We're doing our thing. But your game plan, obviously, it may not be appealing to a judge. And that might sound crazy to some people, but at the end of the day, you just got to appeal to the judges. Unless you're getting knockouts, stopping everybody, you have to appeal to the judges. So how do you appeal to something you don't even know? Because I look at judging like it's human error. Like it's human thing, it's human emotion. Those people have an opinion. I don't know if they're going off a straight criteria because I ain't never seen, hey, this is what you got to check off in each box. Because if so, that's what they need to have at the scorecards is, hey, who won this box? Who won that box? Who won this box? Who won that box? And then you determine who won the round, I guess. But I don't think it's ever like that. I feel like it is subjective. It is opinion based. At least it looks that way to me because it's never consistent. So it's like, man, the judging just got to be open. Just put that shit up there on the scoreboard. They take a look up. They take a look up over there in the blue corner and the red corner. They took a look up. They say you up, you down. You know, this is what we need to do. And then some people say, yo, but what if guy starts running? What do you mean starts running? Then we make the ring smaller. You know, we don't have these big rings. We got to eliminate the big rings anyways. Take the big rings out, man. Don't let no 20 by 20s come in here. Like, give us those pro box rings, bro. Those 15 by 15s. That's what we need. What do you mean running, man? Nobody really running in there. Some dudes just don't got good feet. Just freaking feet in the mud, bro. It's crazy. But that's my rant of the day, man. I do think open scoring would solve a lot of problems in boxing, but they just don't want to do it. I don't know why. Makes you think, right? Like, why would you not want to add some transparency to the fight? Because at the end of the day, the judges don't have to answer to us when they have a bad decision. They just go on their way with their lives, and we just gotta talk about it here. Blind open scoring, just judge 1 9 points, blue. Judge 2 10 points. Yeah. You don't even gotta put their names up. Exactly. You don't even have to say whose card they're reading out. You just put one judge. Yeah, judge 1, judge 2, judge 3. Or you just put judge. Don't put nobody's name up. And yeah, keep it like that. But yeah, I feel like it's important to know where you're at in the fight, because I think sometimes corners say, "Yeah, man, we up," not knowing the fight's really really close. We're all seeing it as close on the screen, but not everybody has the best view when you're right ringside, man. Can't see everything, bro. That's a fact. But yeah, man, I'm about to head on out. Salute to everybody who tuned in, man. I really appreciate y'all. I got a lot of interviews tomorrow on my millions page. Let me pull up my millions. I don't know how it's gonna look. All this shit here. I'll close all this. Yeah, I got a lot going on. Millions.co. I got a couple interviews tomorrow, man. It's kind of like busy. Oh, what the flip? All right, here we go. All right, so at 6 p.m. I got my man Kemp. At 4, I got my man Taverio. At 1, I got Bam Bam. And at 12 noon, I got Alfredo. Man, I got 4 interviews tomorrow. So if y'all come back here, I'll have them live here on the channel as well. If you remember, man, you get an opportunity to ask these guys a question. I'm going to post their info up on the channel for the members, so you can ask any of these guys a question tomorrow, man. And I'll have the interviews up on the channel. We're going to talk boxing with these guys, man. And tomorrow night, man, 9 p.m., I'm going to be back. I'm going to have my little bro on the channel. He's getting ready for a fight. You know what I'm saying? He getting ready, man. We getting ready. Shout out to my guy Cyrus, man. He said, damn, I miss. Yeah, bro. I'll be back tomorrow night, bro. I'm talking about my brother's fight. We're going to talk about Sebastian Fendora, Keith Thurman, that card. We'll talk about Franklin and Moses Atama. And, all things boxing. All things boxing, man. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Excuse me. Smash the like button if you didn't smash it already, man. You know what it is. I'm your host. I'm your boy, Ryan from the 6, man. Subscribe to the channel. Show some love. We out of here. Peace.